Get started. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Mallory. I'm the Community Relations Specialist at DCBDD. Previously, I worked for a transition program at The Ohio State University. Then I have been an SSA at Delaware County Board for going on, I was about 2.5 years. And then, as I said, in October, I transitioned to this community relations specialist position. I've been in the disability field for since I was in college, where I interned for a program. So 10 plus, 15 years plus of experience, and also have my Master's of Social Work and Social Work license. So leadership, developing social skills, any sort of just professional development and growth is very near and dear to my heart. So I'm very excited about this program that we're offering this year. So what is access to leadership? Tonight's goal is to just go over an overview of what the program is, what you can expect, how you might be able to apply, and allow any of you to ask questions that you might have about the Access to Leadership program. So my supervisor, Chase, and I attended a conference in the fall, OACB, Ohio Association of County Boards. And there is a county that's piloted a very similar program a couple years ago. They were talking about all of their leadership programs and the wonderful success that they had. Medina County was the original kind of institution that had this Access to Leadership program. Now theirs looks a little different, and some of their programming is a little different and whatnot, but we are putting our own Delaware County flair on the leadership program in 2025. So Access to Leadership is a 6-month leadership program for individuals that are served by Delaware County Board, adults over the age of 18, who have an interest in becoming leaders in the community, have an interest in serving on boards, have an interest in developing their leadership skills and professional and social skills. We are going to have the inputs of local professionals and local leaders, so it's an opportunity to network with folks around the Delaware County community and the Central Ohio community. And as I said, this is for folks that might be interested in serving in leadership positions within the community. Folks that are interested in nonprofit boards, folks that are interested in, just maybe developing their leadership skills and how that might help them at work or in their social life. So it is a program helping to develop social skills, soft skills, leadership skills, and all the above. So who might be interested or who should apply for the leadership Access to Leadership program? So I do want to ensure that we are aware that this is for folks that are 18 and up, and you must be served by the Delaware County Board of DD. So it is for individuals with SSAs, individuals who are receiving services through the county board. Also, we want to ensure that everyone knows this is a 6-month commitment. I've had some folks that have already reached out to me saying that they know that they might have to miss, one class here or one session there. And that we can work around that. I would say plan to attend as many of the classes as possible because commitment and dedication to the program is going to be very important, just to make sure that everybody gets the proper training, the proper skills, and gets the most out of the program. But if there are time issues or, someone becomes sick throughout the program or whatnot, it is totally fine. And we can work with that on makeup dates and makeup activities. So just for the most part, plan to attend as many and as much of the programming as possible. And then also individuals who are interested in making a difference in their community. We're going to be talking a lot about different leadership skills, different ways to impact the community. So having folks that are enthusiastic about the Delaware County community and folks that are interested in actually putting words and putting skills into action is going to be really important as well. So this is our timeline. for folks that are interested. So today is the webinar. You are here. You are learning about access to leadership. And this is a wonderful time because tomorrow, April 1st, this is not an April Fool's joke, applications go live. So I will show folks that are tuning in today or folks that are listening to the recording where the applications can be found. There is a link online. If you need a printed application, feel free to let me know. I'll have my contact information located at the end of the slides, so you can reach out to me with any questions or if you need a physical document for that. Then our applications are due on May 1st. So you have about a month. It's not a super extensive application, so I think 30 days should be more than enough time to complete those. But again, if you have any questions, if you need any accommodations, if there is any way that I can assist you in filling out those applications, please feel free to reach out. And then about 2 weeks later, on May 15th, after our selection committee reviews the applications, candidates that are chosen for our inaugural class will be notified of their acceptance. So right around mid-May, we will send out notifications for folks that are chosen for our first class. And then programming starts in June and is monthly from June to November. So that's 6 months. And I will go into the class schedule here over the next couple slides. But that is the commitment then would be June of 25 to November of 25. So this does say tentative lesson schedule. The topics and the locations are somewhat contingent upon our community leaders and our community stakeholders that are participating in the classes. But we will have classes on the last Tuesday of every month from 9:30 to 11:30. So the final Tuesday of the month from 9:30 to 11:30. We are going to be trying to get out into the community as much as possible. So most likely they will be held in person at various community locations, whether that be the library or an organization's building, meeting room. So that is, but everyone will have that information before the start of the sessions. But these are just some sample topics of what might be of what we're thinking about going over for the classes. So learning what is a leader, how to become a leader, what is your leadership style, communication, listening, problem solving, time management. We're going to do some mock interviews. We're going to learn what it is to be on a board of directors. It sounds so fun to have that responsibility, and I am sure it is very rewarding. But there is, time and dedication and some not so fun things that are associated with being on a board of directors. So knowing the nitty gritty, the good and the bad of having leadership roles within the community. Um, and then we are going to just talk about the goals, what comes next, and then how we can best prepare folks for their next journey after access to leadership concludes. So the application can be found at if you dcbdd.org /access -to -leadership /. Also, you can use this QR code. I believe it'll also be posted on social media tomorrow, so folks will be able to access and see through that. If you have, and I'll put this in the link or in the chat as well. Oh gosh, see now, I accidentally pressed. Okay, I'll put it in the chat as well. If anyone is interested. And like I said, I will also include my contact information at the end. So if you have any issues accessing the the application, please feel free to reach out um, and I can help with that. So there is the application QR code. You should be able to just scan your phone or use your phone to scan and be able to access that. So then just some expectations of folks, because I do want to make everyone aware that this is a commitment. We are, and that's why it's an application based. That's why we're having this presentation. We do want to make sure that everybody is committed and knows what is expected for participants in leadership to, access to leadership. There's a Leadership Delaware program for or for professionals, and so that keeps on uh, uh, getting caught in my words. But access to leadership. So as I said, the last Tuesday of the month from 9:30 to 11:30, we'll have our in-person training sessions. And so that is where we cover those topics, like I mentioned. We'll have small group discussions, we'll have speakers, we'll have in-class activities. And those are going to be in person and at various locations around the community. But everyone will know exactly where they're supposed to be before the start of our season. There may also be other community requirements as assigned. One of the things that we are really looking forward to is having participants attend a Delaware County Board of DD board meeting. So those are typically on Thursday nights. So, and again, you will know exactly when it's going to happen, and we'll know when you're expected to be there well in advance. So, that is an example of another community requirement. As one of the fun activities that Medina County did that we're still looking into is having some sort of service component. So maybe we, all get together on a Saturday afternoon or a Friday morning and do some community service or something of that nature. So, and those will be well communicated with folks before the beginning of the Access to Leadership program. But those are what I'm referring to when I say other community requirements. And then, as I've said earlier, we want folks that are going to be engaged, folks that are going to be enthusiastic about the activities. So, just someone who is willing and able to be active, whatever capacity that looks like, and accommodations can be provided upon request. We're going to get to know each other really well. So, any way that I can support folks in their participation in the program, I would be more than happy to do so. All right. So I'm going to open it up for questions. However, I'm going to go towards or to the final slide because my contact information is on that slide. So, um, I'm going to open it up for live questions. And then if anyone has any questions that they would rather ask offline or would rather email, or if you have any questions after the fact that might be stewing in your brain, here is my email and my phone number. Feel free to reach out via your preferred method of communication. As I said, our application goes live tomorrow, April 1st. Not an April Fool's Day joke. That is true. So what questions do we have? Is there anyone? There is a Q&A, so I believe participants can ask any questions via the Q&A. I'm monitoring Facebook Live as well. It does not look like we have any questions on Facebook Live. I'm going to give folks about 30 more seconds, but if you don't have any questions, please reach out. Please, I've already had a few folks email about certain things, and so if you have any specific questions, please feel free. This is my baby over the next 6, 7, 8 months, so I'm really excited. If you have any ideas for our inaugural year, please let me know. This is going to be such a fun project, and I'm very excited for folks to get to participate. Okay, so we do have a question of how many people will be in this program. Wonderful question. We are looking for our pilot year to have about 4 to 5 participants. So we're looking, we want it to be intimate enough that the participants can actually, get to know the community leaders, can have access to, as much one-on-one instruction and support as possible. So we're looking for about 4 or 5 participants in our inaugural year here. So great question. Any other questions? Okay. Well, thank you all so much for being here. I know it is right around dinner time, so I hope everyone has a great rest of your nights and stays dry. I think we might be good with the weather here for the next at least 24 hours. But again, please feel free to reach out, my email, my phone number, if you have any specific questions about your participation or your loved one's participation. I would be more than happy to walk you through that. So. But thank you again. And it was nice to virtually meet many of you. And I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you very much.